Greetings to all in the realm of perpetual procrastination, where the weight of unfinished tasks and impending doom hangs overhead like a guillotine. Should I be knee-deep in university assessments? Undoubtedly. This is my ironic pursuit of distraction, in which I use my programming skills to cheat on the Human Benchmark website. After all, what better way to dance on the precipice of academic failure than by immersing oneself in the dark arts of productive procrastination? Yes, I did get this idea from Code Bullet, but it's still a fun challenge with something I'm not that familiar with. This project can be found with the GitHub link in the description. Feel free to ask me any questions as well. I do want to say that this is not my finest in quality of code. Even besides all the efficiency and potential quality of life improvements I could make, it's still quite janky. Some code is also generated by ChatGPT, because that's just the age we live in now. AI is a powerful tool that should be harnessed and relied on way too heavily, just like we used to do with Stack Overflow. The first test that I decided to automate was the typing test. It's pretty simple. Basically, you just load the page, scrape all the text, and just type it back in. I also added in a little system that logs in for me, because I couldn't be asked doing it myself. Basically, it's just going to cap out at around 700 words, just because that's how I've set the speed to. There are so many ways to speed this up, but that's fine for now. It's enough to get into the top 0.01%. There is this number right here, or this value right here, where basically PyAutoGUI has a limit set up by default, so that you don't have to force close your whole computer just because you're stuck quickly typing something or clicking something. But you can override that, and you can reduce this number to increase the speed. The second test I decided to automate was the ape trainer. Basically, we use OpenCV to take an image in a very specific area, and we use a part of the target. You could use the whole target, but we only need a little bit of it. You could probably even use smaller than this, but I chose just the very inner circle of the target. Then we're just looking in a very specific area for that particular target. And then of course you still need to look at the whole screen to get the relative coordinates, so you know where, so the computer knows where to click. And essentially we're just going to run it enough times so that it gets all the targets. There are so many ways to improve upon this. Currently my way is set at a certain speed because as these targets appear, they start very small and they grow. So you can't actually click them before they've fully grown. So just because of that, there's actually a little bit of added artificial delay in there. You could probably do something to do with whatever colors appear, something very specific to the target, and that would work perfectly fine. And there's so many ways to improve it in terms of speed and accuracy as well. But my way is pretty fast and I'm happy with it. Number memory is the most recent test I've automated. It's pretty similar to the typing test in the way that you use scraping to get a value and then you basically just type it back in. But the number memory is a little bit different. The actual number that obviously appears only appears for a short time. It currently doesn't exist on the page. It only appears when we click start, and then obviously as the timer runs out it goes away. So we need to get that value in a very specific time and then pass it back into this text box. Then basically you just loop and do it as many times as you need. I've currently set it up for 10 times and it's just going to loop and do it as many times as needed. I've tested it up to 20 times, and you can tell here as the numbers increase, the time at which you can see the numbers is extended, I think, by 1 second. I added in a second per iteration, so each time there's an added number, I added a second of waiting time just so that the timings stay correct. I don't have any confirmation that that's how long it is, but I assume based on being able to go up to 20 digits with it still working that that's the case. I haven't tested further than 20 digits, but I'm sure if the timings still work out correctly, you could go up to 100 digits and everything would work fine. It does take quite a bit of time once you get to higher digits, so you could probably just try running in the background and see how high of a score you can get. I intend to automate all the tests, but I think I'll wait until the night before my exams to do the next one.